William Somerset Maugham is an author whose works offered great insight into the human nature and the conflict between the material world and the spiritual. Of Human Bondage is a 1915 novel with autobiographical elements and is considered to be his masterpiece. He got the title from a philosophical work titled Ethics, written by the Dutch thinker Spinoza. The Moon and Sixpence is a 1919 novel about the life of the painter Paul Gauguin. Cakes and Ale, or The Skeleton in the Cupboard, is a 1930 novel. Cakes and ale is an idiom and means the good things of life, pleasure and enjoyment. This novel is a satire on snobbery. Snobbery? A snob is a person who believes that their tastes in a particular area are superior to those of other people. When a person does this, it is called snobbery. Social snobs tend to judge people who are frank and who enjoy their lives. This novel exposes the misguided social snobbery leveled at the character Rosie Driffield based on her carefree lifestyle. The book's narrator is William Ashenden. Maugham drew this title from the remark of Sir Toby Belch to Malvolio in William Shakespeare's Twelfth Night. In the play, Sir Toby Belch tells Malvolio, "Dost thou think, because thou art virtuous, there shall be no more cakes and ale?" Cakes and Ale was also controversial as it had characters who readers felt were based on real-life authors, Thomas Hardy and Hugh Walpole. We see the name Ashenden in another work as well. Maugham used his spying experiences as the basis for Ashenden, or The British Agent, a collection of short stories about a gentlemanly, sophisticated, aloof spy, just like James Bond. You must have heard of Aesop's fables. This idiom, cakes and ale, is also seen in one of Aesop's fables. In the fable, the town mouse and the country mouse. A town mouse visits his friend in the country or village. The country mouse has simple food to offer, beans and little meat. So they have the food and they rest safely with security. But the town mouse is not impressed with the food. He invites the country mouse to visit him in the town, but he says he has plenty of tasty food to offer, cakes and drinks and everything. So the country mouse goes to visit his friend in the town. And there, peeping from inside a hole of a big house, he sees the leftover of a party. Rich food. All kinds of tasty dishes are lying over there. So they go to eat it. All of a sudden, a cat pounces on them. Somehow they escape. They could not eat a morsel of the delicious food, and they kept looking from the hole at the food, waiting for an opportunity so that the cat will leave and they can have this wonderful food. Soon the servants come and sweep away all the food. There's also a dog in the room. Hungry and scared to death, the country mouse realizes how good his home in the country is and goes back. Before leaving, he tells the town mouse, "Better beans and bacon in peace than cakes and ale in fear." Cakes and ale refer to great luxuries of life, but they are of no use when one is living in fear. When there is peace of mind, even beans and bacons or small quantities of meat are of greater value than cakes and ale. Poverty with security is better than plenty in the midst of fear and uncertainty. In 1938, Maugham visited the Hindu sage Ramana Maharshi at his ashram in India, after whom he modelled the spiritual guru of his last major novel, The Razor's Edge. The title came from a translation of a verse in the Kathopanishad, paraphrased in the book's epigraph. Epigraph? An epigraph is a short quotation or saying at the beginning of a book or chapter, intended to suggest its theme. The epigraph of this book reads, "The sharp edge of a razor is difficult to pass over. Thus the wise say, the path to salvation is hard."